NFL schedule release day is today. Happy day to all who observe, who pretty much should be all of you, right? Like who wouldn't be observing such an important occasion? Joe, it's the most wonderful time of the year, right?
Yes, it is. I heard you should not be talking about this because it's too far out and we don't have enough information. You should wait until the last minute, till it's about kickoff, when the market has the number shaped perfectly. That's the best time to bet. That's when you know. Like if you have a strong opinion that the Lions are going to be really, really good, or if you take a game later in the year around Christmas or New Year's, that a team's going to have a terrific season or things are going to go haywire in the opposite direction, you should wait. Don't take the 7. Wait until it's a pick'em when we get to that week. No, this is beautiful, and I'm just thinking about tonight. I'm in on the TV show, and I think me and Aaron are in agreement here. I hate the leaks. Shut up. Get it out of my timeline. I'm actually staying off Twitter most of the day. I don't care. I want to see it when it's all done. When it's all done. Because it doesn't help me. Oh, week 3, this is happening. And then week 17, this is going to happen. How we have some sort of an edge or an angle on a team going into a season where we think there are certain spot plays possibly is when we have the whole schedule laid out. Like just coming up with a little piece here or there, a morsel there. Like that doesn't really help me as far as that goes. I'm fine with just waiting until it all comes down. But I'm very excited to see that we already have 9-point spreads out in various games that I've seen. And that first game, Ed, I also see a 7 on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Just making me think, maybe you take the dog in that spot because that might not last. There are always some teams that get kind of screwed with 3 straight road games. So I'll be looking at spots like that. And there are some smarter teams like, with Kyle Shanahan, when you have back-to-back weeks on the East Coast where they just stay out there. I'll be looking for certain situations where you have a smarter team looking to do something like that. So I would say consecutive road games is certainly something, especially in the second half of the season.
This is the number one game that I had just mainly because of the quarterback matchup with Desmond Ridder. Now, can Desmond Ridder be like a Kirk Cousins type guy and like just get the job done? Yes. But just 4 weeks into the season, I think it might take a little time for this team to get going. And I definitely think the Jags are way better. The Jags also drafted a franchise record 13 players. They had a pretty good draft. And, you look at the Falcons, they got Bijan Robinson, they've got Drake London, they've got Kyle Pitts. But I just think the Jags are a better team. They've got the much better quarterback, and they have the experience of playing in London. They did last year. The last time the Falcons played there was 2021. Desmond Ridder wasn't the quarterback, but at least Trevor Lawrence does have experience being there. He's got, his head coach, more consistency there with that franchise compared to his rookie season, which was a total disaster. So I expect Trevor Lawrence and this team to just keep moving forward. And I love the Calvin Ridley thing too. I mean, even if he is rusty 4 weeks into the season, you got to think he's knocking off that rust.
The week after that, Bills and Jaguars in London. Second straight week for the Jags across the pond. I like Jacksonville at +3.5. I am not too concerned with the whole jet lag thing, that the Bills might have, and that Jacksonville will have the advantage as far as, having an additional week there. I'm not too concerned about that. But I think what is important is that I would not be surprised if Josh Allen suffers a little regression to the mean here. His turnover-worthy throw rate from PFF was 8th highest at 4.2%. Trevor Lawrence became a better quarterback last year by basically simplifying his offense, shortening his time to throw, and then you're adding Calvin Ridley, who is that deep threat that Jacksonville so desperately needs. I would not just sprinkle a little bit of +3.5. I'd sprinkle a little money line as well in that game.
So I just added up the total points for Harden and Tatum. They are 1 point apart. Harden has 132.
Wow.
132, and you can bet him at plus 550 to have the most points in the series. Tatum has 133, and he's minus 250. I mean, if
That's
Harden
ridiculous.
can turn it on, there's a lot of value there. But obviously,
Totally.
we all know the storyline there, so it's a little scary. But
Yeah, but you're betting on this. You get the ceiling guy too
Mhm.
in Harden, right? So
yeah,
I
I think I
mean,
might do it.
we're not getting another 7 from Tatum. That happened game 2.
I
don't think
know.
we're gonna get that. But yeah, I mean, Harden could
Mid-20s.
explode.
Yeah, we need Tatum to be in the 20s and Harden to be 30 plus.
That's
You
worth
know.
a bet. I'm sorry.
I think
don't
so
know.
too. I thought Tatum was
Yeah.
going to be far and away more, and then when I saw he only has one more point than Harden, I was like, wait a second here. I might bet this.
The Sixers, if there's one thing that we know about the Philadelphia 76ers over the course of really the last 3 seasons, it's that they are very, very good at home. And that's one of the things that's really scary about this matchup for Boston. I think they have struggled inside, especially against this Sixers team, to rebound, to command something there. But, look, I think that the books, the odds makers, they clearly believe in the Celtics a little bit more than most people at this point, so I think there's something to be said there. But look, I mean, at the end of the day, I've won a lot of money betting on the Philadelphia 76ers at home. I believe in their depth. I believe in their shooting ability. I think that they have pretty much everything that I like to see in a team, and as home underdogs, I should say. 5-2 against the spread in the playoffs to this point. Through the season to this point. So they have rarely been underdogs at home. That's how good they've been at home. I don't know if they win this game, but I feel pretty good about taking the 2.5 points given the history there with Philly and given the fact that they've been able to out-rebound the Boston Celtics. They've been able to do a better job on the glass than we would have expected.
Let's lay off the Kraken once again. Seattle and Dallas. Dallas, a sizable money line favorite at minus 190. The total is at 6 here. And if you look at high danger expected goals only, just high danger expected goals in these playoffs, I don't have to tell you who's leading the way, but it's Leon Draisaitl. Sam Reinhart is there. William Nylander, despite finally getting a goal in that series, he's been really good as far as generating high danger opportunities. But then in 4th place is Tyler Seguin. And we've talked about other great stars for the Stars, as far as Pavelski going off for 4 tallies, Robertson and other guys like that. But Tyler Seguin has, in a way, quietly been super effective. I've mentioned him before as a real Conn Smythe contender here. But the fact that the Stars are able to generate enough high danger chances leads me to believe that at some point they can pull away in this series. And even though, it's tied at 2 games apiece, A, I think they can close this out in 6. And B, I think this is a great spot to back Dallas, not just on the money line, but at plus 135 on the puck line.